This is the news on 92 Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon. Mental health is real. Seek help. End the stigma. On the news this afternoon, FCT Minister says current Rivers government has power to conduct local government elections. Delayed Rivers 2025 budget sparks concern ahead of local government election. Candidates for Rivers Council election emerge amid pushbacks. And on the foreign scene, hundreds of Israeli ex-officials appealed to Trump to help end Gaza war. My name is Jude Omamegbe, and this is the news.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike says the current administration in Rivers State has the power to conduct local government elections. Wike made the statement today during a media parley held in Abuja. He said there is a need for a democratic presence in local government areas across the state. According to the minister, the president, from his understanding, does not intend to extend the emergency rule currently in place. He questioned how local government funds would be accessed if the emergency rule is extended. Wike also said that while the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration cannot solve every problem facing the territory, it is making efforts to improve the quality of life for residents. He took a swipe at critics who berate him for commissioning instructional projects without improving the hospitals and schools in Abuja.
I don't see how a rational person, somebody who has no mental problem, will say that building bridges is a showman. I don't understand. How do you go to school when there's no road? Some of you have complained that you are going to school is one place to do. Continue. Now you say showman. And are you opposed to it?
Entire effect local officials are concerned about back today in the passage of 2024 that will have the election. The main ad committee of Chamber National Assembly has held the this month. Another analyst, Forgiving Amakre, also believes that funds to conduct the local government election can be sourced from elsewhere. Moving on now. Meanwhile, candidates have officially emerged for the August 30th local government elections in Rivers State. Political parties held their primaries on Saturday across the state following guidelines from the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. While some candidates clinched their tickets through the usual voting process, others were handpicked by consensus. Notably, the candidates who emerged from both the PDP and APC are said to be loyal to FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. In the meantime, the Emeka Beke-led APC in Rivers State has distanced the party from what it called unauthorized endorsement of persons entirely unknown to the party as candidates. In a statement, the spokesperson of the Emeka Beke-led faction of the APC, Darlington Waju, said that the party has a constitution and the procedure for carrying out primaries, which he said does not include dashing out party flags and endorsements or recognitions to persons whose identities are entirely strange and whose names are not reflected as members in the party register. Aviation Minister Festus Keyamo says opposition figure Peter Obi cannot penetrate northern Nigeria and garner votes like the incumbent. Keyamo, in an interview, said Tinubu and his party, the APC, have political structures in place in northern Nigeria. The aviation minister also said the opposition coalition floated on the platform of the African Democratic Congress (ADC) won't go far. He also said Obi will lose his support base if he becomes former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's running mate. Well, still to come, rivers among states most affected by flooding. Stay tuned, please.
To thrive in a
Welcome to Major News. I am Jude Omamegbe. We continue in a day where Rivers State has been listed among the states most affected by this year's flooding. The Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, in its latest update, also listed Borno, Kaduna, Imo, and Abia as heavily impacted. According to the report, it has claimed 165 lives across 9 states, with 2 people still missing. NEMA's over 190 have been affected, 138 in 44,000 displaced. The also built 8,594 houses and 8,278 farmland were destroyed in 43 local areas today, reported the effect by the disaster. I mean, the Executive Council has approved the disbursement of 17.5 naira stream response efforts against flooding across the country in 2025. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, said this statement. The agency, the council, also approved the disbursement of 3 billion each to 36 states and federal capital FCT, 1.5 billion naira in the budget national planning, 1.5 billion naira to the Federal Ministry of Environment, to the Federal Ministry of Water Resources, and 2 billion naira was allocated for the 2025 flood response. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has intercepted consignments of cocaine and hidden in vehicle side mirrors, lipsticks, and footwear in a string of operations that led to multiple arrests across Lagos, Abuja, and several states. Spokesman of the agency, Femi Babafemi, in a statement said operatives at the Murray Mohammed International Airport, MAI, Lagos, intercepted a consignment to Gabon, 57,402 balls of transport, 25 grams of 7 pellet cocaine, weighing 1.0 kilograms, concealed even to 1 vehicle mirrors. The agency said seized shipment led to Director of Cargo Agent Ihekweme Osinachi Benedict and following up operator Yariku Gospar Chukura, from whose residential 11 parcels of cocaine weighing 1 kilogram were recovered. The total of cocaine reached 2.6 kilograms across 68 balls.
And now, business news.
Well, to the World Business, Minister of Power Bayo Adelabu says Nigerians will enjoy full and uninterrupted electricity supply before the end of President Bola Tinubu's tenure in 2027. The 5 megawatt field injection substation in the Ikotun Egbe sub Lagos, Adelabu said Tinubu remains committed to achieve vision within the lifetime of his administration. The minister said the president has continued to operation, transmission, and distribution across the country. For entertainment, blind season housemate Thelma Lawson scandal feature where two partridge tested speed strength of the housemaid and placed spoons in higher positions. Tigress had history by winning unprecedented consecutive Afro-basket women's title, becoming the second country to achieve this feat. Finally, from the international scene, a group of 600 retired Israeli CIA officials, including former heads of intelligence agencies, have written U.S. President Donald Trump to immediately end war in Gaza. They have said it is their professional judgment that Hamas no longer poses a strict threat to Israel. Their appeal comes amid report that Netanyahu is pushing to expand military in Gaza as this fight with Hamas help. News this afternoon. Before we start, a quick. On the news this afternoon, you heard FT says the government has the power to local government elections. Favor 25 budget concern ahead local government elections. Candidate Rivers County elections have emerged amid pushbacks. And the foreign scenes of Israeli former officials have appealed to the U.S. to end the Gaza war. The news will edit Arthur. Team, please send an or WhatsApp message 808-721-7215. 0808-721-715. My name is Jude or Mabe. Thank you for listening and good afternoon.